Food for thought. Your boy, Deluxe Man, just got done watching clips of Raw. And yes, clips. I have not seen the entire episode of Raw. I'm not going to see an entire episode. I can't do it. I can't do it no more. I cannot put myself through 3 hours of boring, pointless filler that means nothing in the end. Down the line, it ain't gonna mean a damn thing. All these women and men getting these scripts they have to perform on a weekly basis, and it's crap. Nobody gets over, so why should I care? If you want a full Raw review, go watch Solid Monster, listen to Solid Monster, watch Good Mic Work, watch Steven Larson, OTRS Central, all of them. They do Raw reviews. I don't know why. They crazy. No, they're not crazy. I just can't do it no more. Why review a show that I can't watch all the way through? Why? What's the point? Instead, I am just going to talk about the clips I saw on YouTube. Because that's how I catch up now. I watch it on YouTube. But I wanted to talk about a particular segment, the Miz TV segment, with Lavar Ball and his sons. Because that left me speechless. And it revealed a lot of things to me about WWE. And how bad the state that the company is in. How bad it's gotten. Now, before I get to that, I do want to talk about a few things that I liked. I loved seeing Braun Strowman beat Roman's ass again. When he tossed him into that ambulance, I watched that 3 times. I hit the replay button so many times I can't even tell you. I lost count. It was so awesome. Man, I want more of that. Love seeing that. Love seeing Samoa Joe partially choke out Brock Lesnar. Create the idea that he could beat the Beast, which is great. They're actually booking him strong, which is shocking. Oh my god. Other things I liked. I guess I liked what they did with the women. I appreciate that the women got the main event. It was a gauntlet match. The first ever. Why are we doing this? Why we keep saying the first ever? The first ever. It's forced. It feels so forced. But yes, it was the first ever gauntlet women's main event. Bayley lost in the first match of that gauntlet. Because screw Bayley right now. Honestly, ever since that segment, that This Is Your Life Bayley segment, the worst segment in Raw history. Well, one of the worst ones in years. Not the worst, but one of the worst. She has not recovered. She has been on a downward slope. Tonight, the crowd didn't even react to her. When she came out, it was barely a reaction. They managed to kill her momentum. And here's the thing about Bayley that you guys gotta understand. Her popularity didn't grow on the main roster. It came from NXT. She was so over on NXT, it transcended into the main roster. And they killed that momentum. They managed to kill that momentum. And she lost to Nia Jackson. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. To be fair, no one cares about the women on Raw. Mickie James, who's a veteran, who's a potential Hall of Famer, just got rolled over because they didn't even try to make fans care about her. And poor Dana Brooke. I know a lot of you give her a lot of flack for good reason because she needs some work, which is why she should have stayed in NXT. But poor her. That woman is trying so hard to make whatever she's given work. And she has no chance in hell of surviving. If she got released tomorrow, nobody would care. The one that hurt me the most was Emma. Emma hurts me. I think Emma's a great talent. I think if Emma was given the same booking again that she got on NXT, she would definitely be someone the fans could care about. But why care about anybody in the main roster nowadays? Seriously. And so Sasha Banks went out there and look, Nia Jax, all due respect to her, she's big, she looks intimidating, I wouldn't mess with her. But the moment I heard Sasha Banks was in this match, I knew she was going to win. Because she's the only one people care about. She's the only one people care about. You had Nia Jax go in there and dominate all these other women that nobody cared about. But you can't have her go over Sasha. Because it's Sasha freaking Banks. She's the only woman, as well as Charlotte, to main event a WWE pay-per-view in Hell in a Cell. So of course, there is no way in hell Nia was gonna beat Sasha. There is no way in hell. There is no one else to really give us a sense of interest when it comes to fighting Alexa Bliss for that women's championship. And yes, Sasha will beat Alexa. Expect it. She will be the next women's champion, and I hope she does become women's champion and turn heel. Turn heel and go on a run with that belt. Because there's nobody else. There's nobody else. I'm sorry. And then maybe we can salvage Bayley with a Sasha heel turn. Maybe. I don't know. Other stuff happened. I don't remember it. Let's just talk about what you all came here to hear me talk about. That Miz TV segment. So they're doing this storyline now that I haven't been keeping up with, but apparently Maurice is mad at The Miz because I think he broke a gift, a clock, a grandfather clock or something like that. And then Dean Ambrose was dressed in a bear costume, and apparently the bear wrestled in a freaking match that I haven't seen. And then an entourage now with Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas. Why does he need an entourage? Why does The Miz need an entourage for? Whatever. But she's mad at him, which is making me feel sorry for him. Doesn't make me hate him. That's the problem with a lot of things with WWE. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They think it's creating one thing because they think, oh, we're going to give the fans some kind of feel-good moment by having Maurice not want to kiss Miz or be mad at Miz because, oh, we're getting back at the bad guy. No, it's making me feel sorry for him. Because I get the whole him being paranoid with Dean Ambrose is kind of ridiculous and irritating, but to me, it makes sense. Dean Ambrose would be the kind of person that would make you paranoid, but whatever. Here comes Miz's guests. Lavar Ball, LaMelo, and Lonzo. I think basically that's it. I think that was it. Again, I just saw the segment as it was. Maybe someone else came out, but I watched it on YouTube. So, his two sons and LaVar Ball go out there. And when I say this was a train wreck, it was the train wreck of train wrecks. But here's why I thought it was one of the most telling things about WWE nowadays. The things they said in this segment. Man, you can't write this. It was so bad, saying I can go one-on-one with Michael Jordan. And I think one of his sons actually screamed out, beat that Nuggets ass. Yes, he said the N-word, but I'm not going to say it. All power to Owen Hart. I'm a Nugget. Woo! But he actually said the phrase twice. And I'm just baffled at how bad this is. The crowd was completely just confused. They were silent. They had no idea how to react to it. But let me just say this. The sad part about all this is, as ridiculous and over the top and horrendous that segment was, it was one of those things where this is going to be the most memorable thing that we get out of this entire show. I guarantee you, if WWE makes the news this week, it will be because of that. I mean, we had Samoa Joe partially choke out Brock Lesnar. Braun Strowman beat up Roman Reigns. We have Sasha Banks, the cousin of Snoop Dogg, go after the women's champion. And nobody's going to care about any of that stuff, including the cruiserweights, which, again, I had no idea what's going on with that. But nobody's going to talk about that stuff. But they'll talk about LaVar Ball and his kids saying, beat that nigga's ass. Beat that Nuggets ass. That's how bad it's gotten. This show is so hollow. This show is so directionless. This show has literally no substance to it. That something like that would kill any talk show, would make people go crazy backstage. That is what fans are going to talk about. I see people on Twitter talking about how that's the greatest thing they've ever seen. Because this show is so hollow, when something that genuine comes along, you get attracted to it. That's how bad it's gotten with Raw. That's how you know Raw is dead. When these crazy black folk come on here and act in ways that make this black guy feel embarrassed, and that's the best part of the show. How far have we fallen? It's no wonder people aren't watching this show no more. It's no wonder people tune out of this. And it's indicative of where I am as a wrestling fan, because I'm still watching it. I'm still watching clips. I don't watch the show live, but I still tune into it. I still feed it. I still give it money. I still subscribe to the network. I'm still feeding into this. You got people like Big Show, Daniel Bryan, and many others just coming out and saying the televised shows are horrible. Big Show went on Chris Jericho's podcast and basically said he hates being on Raw. Hates doing televised shows. And Bryan said in an interview, I think it was with, I don't know, was it ESPN or some big sports show or sports network, and basically said WWE needs to change their presentation. And that man is waiting. He is clamoring for the day he gets released, because he wants to go back to wrestling. It's gotten so bad with Daniel Bryan being in WWE that he can't wait to be released. He's purposely pushing buttons so he can be released early. I guarantee you that's why he's pushing buttons right now, because he doesn't care. The moment he is released, hell, the sooner the better. Because if he's released tomorrow, he has to wait 9 months, but he gets to wrestle, let's see, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. WrestleMania time next year. Hey, why not? And I see people like Cody Rhodes, who is now the ROH World Champion and about to fight for the New Japan Pro Wrestling World Championship this Saturday. You know, it's getting to the point now that being in WWE really isn't all that's cracked up to be. Especially when Lavar Ball and his sons can go on there and say stuff that crazy and be the most memorable thing on the entire show. Because that's what's going to happen. If they make the news this week, it will be because of that. So, there you go. That's the show we're watching now, folks. That is where we are with Raw. The show is so hollow, it's so wooden, it's so substanceless. Besides the things that I said were good. But overall, the show itself just feels so hollow that these three men can come up here, make a fool of themselves, and feel more like characters than the actual performers. That's where we are with Raw. I can't really add anything to that. Subscribe. Like the video. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Everything down below. Patreon, PayPal, t-shirt. Check it out. And help me. Help me. Help me get over this craziness. A show that is going to be remembered for three men coming in and saying, beat that Nuggets ass. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it no more. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Until the next video. But I'm done. I'm done. No more. No more. But I'll see you next time. No more. Peace out.